It is good to wait quietly for the salvation of the Lord. My name is Anna Hofstra and I'm teaching about the joyful fasting lifestyle. Anxiety makes us think that we should take a lot of control over our healing. And the pitfall of that is that we do not leave enough space, not enough room for God. God wants to sit beside us. He wants to battle with us. He wants to battle for us. So it is very, very good to plan time with the Lord. It is so, so wonderful that the Lord wants to draw close to us. And the more we draw near to Him, the more He comes near to us. And this is a two-sided road. And He really wants to relieve that burden of anxiety. So, today I want you to encourage, to pray, to journal, and to read the Word. And that's not always easy. But you can start small and you can take small steps. But on your healing journey, during your fasting, it requires some empty spaces. Spaces in which you do nothing, in which you can meet the Lord. You can also sit still, take a walk into nature. But make sure that there is time for you to hear God's voice. Because then you get that extra direction. Then you get to be surprised. Then you get to know that it's safe to not always work on your healing, that it's safe to make mistakes. And in my case, when I was traveling, He led me to amazing people. God surprised me by sending the right people on my track. And He led me to people who gave me tips about other travel destinations. People who invited me to live with them in their house. In Morocco, I was rewarded with so much hospitality. And I say rewarded because that's the word that comes out, but I got to stay with a wonderful family for 2 weeks. And I got to share my energy with their energy. We got to share our cultural customs. We got to pray together. And that in itself was so wonderful. And it was so unexpected. And that's how the Lord works. He guides us to the corners of the streets. And after that corner, we cannot see who's there and what enormous, splendid, beautiful sight there is to see. God knows already what is in store for you. But in order to find those healing moments, we need to be still. We need to ask for His direction. We need to go daily to the Lord and ask Him, Lord, what is important today? Lord, what is the next step? Lord, what is my priority today? Those are basic questions that invite the Lord, that create the open space for Him to speak. Invite Him to speak to you and make room and silence so you can hear His voice. Make sure that you spend time in silence so you can hear His voice. His voice is a still small voice. It says throughout the Bible, it says it in the book where Elijah gets to hear from God, that God speaks in a still small voice. So make sure that on your healing journey, you create the time to do nothing, to be imperfect. And that way, the Lord will show you where to go. He will show you where you can find joy. And I found so much joy when I least expected it. When I didn't know where to go, when I was lost, when I was seated on a bench in Cuba and some stranger came to sit with me and shared his drinks and food and made a wonderful chat with me. That's how I really found joy, in meeting people, in going to tropical places, to places that were not tropical, to the desert. And that, my friend, is so wonderful. God has the best ideas, the ideas that we cannot make up with our own fixed, focused mind. So let go a bit, create time for silence, And in the meantime, yes, we need to take action too. We need to work. But create time for the Lord, so you will do the right work, meet the right people, and find the joy that you need. And to find the high energy that we get from fasting. So, that's it for today. I have a free PDF and you can download it from the comment section. It's free. $0 and euros. I see you in the next video. And thank you for watching. You rock.